In this video we want to illustrate the use of our expert advisor to open a trade automatically for you, at the same time putting your stop loss and take profit as you requested, on your instructions. And then you can save a lot of screen time. As a matter of fact, sometimes it takes a long time, 7, 8 to 12 more hours before a trade that's been lined up will actually be opened, because it takes many hours sometimes for the situation to be perfect for the trade to be opened. So instead of sitting and waiting for 6, 7, 9, 12, whatever hours waiting for that to happen, you can set up the expert advisor, and that will open a trade for you, no matter if you're at the screen or not. You could be shopping, you could be sleeping, it doesn't matter what. The expert advisor will monitor the price feed that's coming in, and when the breaking rule is fulfilled, as you had learned in the previous course for the patterns trading course, then it will open a trade automatically. So I just want to illustrate to you how it does it, and then we're going to look at all the parameters, the inputs for this particular expert advisor, and how flexible and powerful it is to use. So let me slow this down a little bit and let it run slowly forward so you can see how it's going to happen. You see that we have here a double top, and I've marked it with 2 stars on the top there, and then I've drawn a line, which is in this case a bit unusual for a double top, because it's not horizontal, it is at an angle, but that's completely acceptable in trading. You will see the price coming down to that line, and we want to open a sell trade if the price breaks that line, that neckline, with the breaking rule. Now the first thing that must happen, there must be a close bar. Now this one looks like a possible close bar forming. The close bar must close a number of pips stipulated by the ADR of the currency pair below the line, or above the line if it's a buy trade, to qualify for a close bar. And then if that is true, the price must then continue past the low point, like there's the close bar. Now the price must close below the low of that close bar with a number of pips before the trade is open. You see, at this point of time the price can still go backwards and against you, and so it could be a false break. But now we're watching the price movement with the expert advisor, and if it goes down further below that low of that candlestick, it will open the trade automatically for you. This must be according to the ADR of the currency pair. The higher the ADR, the more pips we need, for that trade to be opened, securely. So we will see if this is going to work. I just want to measure that first break there, if that's really a close bar or not. Unfortunately, it's not a close bar. It hasn't gone down far below that line to be a close bar. So this one will be the close bar most probably, if that keeps and close here. So this one doesn't qualify. The reason why we have this buffer, as you call it, between a line and where it closes, is because if some people may not draw this line the same as we do. I may draw it differently, a bit higher, a bit lower, and this is just a zone that we leave for error, of people drawing the lines maybe slightly different from each other. So there was a close of that bar now, and let me see what is the distance of that bar. That was about 7 pips, which is now, I think, qualifying this as a close bar. So the price must now move below this low. I just want to mark it for you there, this low here, with the same number, with at least 5 pips before it'll open a trade. Okay, so it must prove to us that the price has got enough strength, enough power in itself to continue past that low, and so we will only open a trade if that is proven to us that the price will have enough power to go further down in a bearish direction before we're going to open a trade. Now the thing is, you may say, okay, Ernest, but here we're losing some pips here, the shear doesn't open yet because it doesn't continue far enough below that low there. Here we are losing some pips, Ernest, so couldn't we open it a bit earlier? Yes, we could, of course. The thing is, We like to try and keep our win rate as high as possible and our losses as low as and as few as possible. So we rather lose a few pips there to make sure that we got a higher win rate. Of course, if you open a trade earlier, you'll make more profit on the trade, but you'll also have more losses, so a higher percentage of losses. So we're going for the secure, option, where we like to see first that the price actually proves that it's got the strength, to move, in such a direction that we can now open a trade. You can see that there is some retracement happening at the moment there. The price is retracing and it has not opened a trade. So if this retracement goes further up, right to the top, then we are safe. We haven't opened a trade yet, and we will not lose on this trade. So we make double sure that the price will actually move in our direction, before we're going to open that trade. And that is the purpose of the expert advisor. You can, just while we're waiting for that price to move there, you can see that at the first time we can drew this line, it was around about here, and it's now let me see, it's now 8 hours later. 8 hours later. So if you were monitoring this possible trade, you had to sit there or come back for 8 hours, every time to see if it's ready to open or not. And maybe just when it's ready to open, you may not there, you may be busy somewhere and not have the time to monitor a trade. So this is the advantage of this expert advisor. It will monitor the price movement and will open a trade at the right time for you, no matter what the situation is, no matter if you're playing golf or doing shopping or sleeping, it will do it for you. The only condition is, of course, is that your computer must be up and running, and you must connect it to your broker, to the internet, so that I have a price feed coming in which I can monitor. If I don't have that price feed, then I can't monitor the price for you. So you can't close your computer and then expect this expert advisor to work. The price is coming down back again this time. Let's see if it's got more power this time, if it'll go further enough, prove enough strength to open the trade. So in that case, it'll open a sell trade, and you'll see it'll automatically put a stop loss for you. And we expect that stop loss, we're asking him to put a stop loss above the, sort of a swing high, so let me see more or less what that'll be. Yeah, it'll be above this high here, most probably, where the stop loss will be put. It'll find the swing high there. You see, the price is struggling to go down further there. So that's why this expert advisor's got some value in now seeing, if there's a reversal there, then we're not caught, with a trade that's going to give us a loss. It'll only open a trade when the price now proves that it can move in a bearish direction, strong enough for it to go lower than that previous low and then open the trade. So in this case, I'm doing it very slowly. I put the simulator at a slow speed, so it doesn't run with us, run away with us, sorry. And so we can, see for ourselves very slowly how this expert advisor will open a trade. So let's just be patient and hope the price goes down further and open a trade for us. More or less where a trade should be opened, I would say if this is an ADR of less than 100 pips, then the trade should be open around about here. So still a few pips to go before, there it is. It's now reached its level, and it's opened the trade for you. You see exactly where I said that the stop loss will be. There's your stop loss. Let me just move it down. You see stop loss, SL, so stop loss there. It's put it above the swing high there, and it's put just a temporary take profit here, which you can set at any place. You can set it as a risk reward of 1 to 1 or 1 to 2, whatever, or just a number of pips. And of course, after the trade's open, I can always, if I want to move this take profit to a better position. So now that it's open a trade, you can see the price moving nicely and strong in our direction. And I'm going to speed it up now and see if we can make a profit on this or not. It's not so important for this demonstration to make that profit. It's just the demonstration is for you to see how the expert advisor will open the trade for you automatically. You can see that this line has been removed here, and the reason for that is that if you have a very strong move here and it hits the take profit and goes back, it will open another trade for you on based on that same line, which we may not want. So you have a selection in the expert advisor, which I'll show you just now, to keep this line or remove it. If you remove it, you avoid any unwanted trades. Okay, so let's speed it up to see what happens. Just for interest sake, it's not important if it made the profit or not. You know, it's just the opening that is important for this video. But let's just speed it up. And there it's hit its take profit target, and it was you see that the price moved very strongly after it opened that price. So that's the way it works.